Hey everybody, it's Steve Greenidge from Century 21 Leading Edge, perfectplace.ca. Today I want to share with you my 6 reasons not to use a listing agent. Go see lots of open houses. It's a great way to see houses. It's a great way to experience different neighborhoods. But this is why, in my opinion, you should not use a listing agent to buy your next house. Number 1, you won't necessarily win in multiple offers. Ethically, a listing agent has to present all the offers that come in to the client, which is the seller. Then it's up to the client to decide which offer that client wants to go with. Number 2, the goal of a listing agent is to get the best price for their client and the best terms for their client. They sign an agreement with the client, and that's their job. So you come along with your offer. He's negotiating on the client's behalf, no matter what, he or she anyway, no matter what they say. That's the reality. They have an obligation, a signed contractual obligation to the seller. Number 3, they may not use a critical eye when showing you the home. When you walk through a house in an open house with the listing agent or with an agent representing the seller, they're not going to point out the small defects in the house. They're not going to go through the house with you and maybe suggesting to get an inspection of one type or another, because they want you to see the house at its full potential and they want you to buy the house. That's the reality. Number 4, they don't know you. So they're not using your best interest in determining whether the house is the right fit, whether the neighborhood is the right fit, whether there's transit, all those kinds of things, to remind you in your process, in your house hunting process, that this neighborhood's great, but it doesn't have great transit or it doesn't have good access to the highway, all those kinds of things. Number 5, the listing agent signs an agreement with, as I said, with the person selling the house. They are not obligated to keep any of your personal information confidential from their client, which is the person selling the house. So if you say to them, oh, you know what, we only have $700,000, we can't get a dime more, that information will be passed along to the seller. You're going to say, oh, we just moved in from out of town, we're desperate to find a house, we've got to find a place to live, we're really motivated to buy, and we don't really care what we pay, we just need to move. So these are the kinds of things that should not be told to someone selling something that you want to buy, because if they know that you're desperate to buy, they're going to be completely inflexible on price. That's for sure. And number 6, a listing agent can't adequately negotiate terms and price on your behalf, because again, they're in a conflict of interest. They have to get the best price and terms for their client, and you can't split yourself in half, as far as I'm concerned. So if you're trying to negotiate finance clause or inspection clauses or closing dates, all these kinds of things, it's incredibly important to have your own representation. If you have any questions or comments, please hit me back on email, steven.greenidge@century21.ca, or give me a call, 416-799-9927. I look forward to talking to you.